Hey there, welcome to today's video where I'll be preparing just a few things for the week to make meal times a little bit easier. We are just starting off with a cup of coffee to get the morning started and get ready to prepare some of these food items. So to start, I'm making a blueberry baked oatmeal. And this one I also added some toasted pecans too. So these are the ingredients that you'll need, and I am preheating my oven to 350 degrees. You'll mix together all your dry ingredients and then mix together the wet ingredients. And I will say for this recipe, which I will have linked below, it was delicious, but there were some bites where there was a bitter taste, and I'm not sure if maybe it was the baking soda that I maybe had the wrong measurement for, or I'm not too sure what it was, but there were a couple of bites that were just on the bitter side. So I am just getting my eggs ready, and I'm toasting up some pecans just lightly since they're going to bake in the oven as well. And this recipe called for just lightly beating the eggs, so I kind of learned my lesson to listen when a recipe gives directions. So I did lightly beat the eggs. So you're going to pour your wet ingredients into your dry, and then you're going to fold in your blueberries. And then I used a larger pan than a 9x9. I think this one is like 9x12. And so I sprayed it with some nonstick and then poured my mixture in and spread it out just to kind of get the blueberries even all around the oats. And then I sprinkled on some pecans and kind of pressed those into the mixture. And then those went in my oven for about 25-30 minutes since my pan was larger than the 9x9, so it was a little bit quicker. Here is the baked oatmeal. It was good and super easy for a quick breakfast in the morning. So going to be making some chicken breasts in my crock pot to shred so that I can have some chicken to make chicken salad with. So just gonna pop these in and season them a little bit. This is just a seasoning mix that I put together of like garlic salt, onion powder, garlic powder, salt, a little bit of paprika, just kind of like an easy mix. So I'm just gonna season this chicken. Just gonna add a little bit of bone broth to the bottom. Going to put that on low for a few hours. Next up, I was just boiling some eggs, and I've been using a new method to hard boil my eggs, which I just found on Google. And you fill your pot with water, and then you put your eggs into the water, bring it up to a boil, and then once the water starts boiling, you turn the heat off and then set your timer for 10 minutes. This method works out fine for me. It's the same result as if you were to boil the eggs for 10 minutes, but just with less exploding eggs. So next up is washing some tomatoes and peeling and chopping some sweet potatoes. my local grocery store has these Okinawan sweet potatoes ready to go, so I was just cutting off the skin and cutting them into smaller pieces for my kids. They make a great snack, or even during meal times too. So my chicken was done in the crock pot and it was ready to shred. So I tried using forks initially, but I just ended up letting this cool and using my hands. It was much easier. So for my chicken salad, I like to put onion in it and cranberries and usually roasted pecans, but since I had used that in the baked oatmeal, I didn't want to put it in the chicken salad for this week. So I am adding my onions to the bowl, and then I will add my cranberries and mayo, and then as much seasoning as you'd like. I use just a little bit more of that mix of like the onion powder, garlic powder, and I added a little bit of salt. And I just kind of mix until I have the right texture or the right amount of mayo creaminess that I like and that we prefer. Alright, so here is our just small meal prep for the week, small food prep. I guess the tomatoes are kind of random, but I washed them, so had to put them on here. I just find that it's easier to just have like a few things made. I can pull it out of the fridge really quick. Even if it's just peeling and chopping the sweet potatoes, it's just so much easier to throw it in our air fryer and not have to feel like it's this whole process to get like food on the table. So I hope that this gave you just a little bit of inspiration, motivation to meal prep and all of that kind of stuff. So please remember to give this video a like and comment below. I would love to chat with you in the comments. And yeah, thanks for joining, guys. See you later.